I want about all these Atlanta, these Atlanta.
I've been to hell and back and went back to hell. Been to jail, came home and went back to jail. Made sales, got a job, went back to sales. Still smart enough to know that I ain't actually failed. Progress stagnant, cause you ain't following up. One thing.
What up, TMS family? And today is Monday, March 28th, 2022. Here on the Too Much Show, it's always real talk by real people, and I'm your host, MT, and with me is my co-host.
You know what it is, man. Zeus the truth, man. Glad to appreciate, everybody coming out. Thanks being here with us on this good old Monday. MT, you wanna kick this off? I mean, I know everybody know why they're here,
Exactly. You know what
so
I'm saying, man? Hey, listen, it's the slap that was heard around the world. So let's get right into it. So last night at the Oscars, Will Smith went out there and pretty much slapped Chris Rock. Chris Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's hair. Will Smith wasn't feeling it. He looked over at his wife, saw his wife was in discomfort, walked up, slapped her in the face, and then kept it moving. Went back to his seat, and then as Chris started to talk, told her straight up, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And then he repeated it, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Okay? So, with that being said, was what Will Smith did, was that justified?
and also for everybody here, and then also anybody that's going to come. Make sure that you drop a comment and drop your opinion as well, because it's gonna get a little spicy. That not spicy, no, not caliente. It's gonna get it's I guess controversial. You know what I'm saying? So like, please
Mm-hmm.
leave your opinions and comments in the comment section, because I'm curious to see what's your opinion. But overall,
Uh,
MT, go ahead.
no, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go first. Go ahead.
I don't even know where to start. I mean, you got such a great start when you come out, So, was
Mm-hmm.
he right or was he wrong? I'm going to say, fuck no. That nigga looks stupid as shit going on stage, smacking another grown ass man on national
Mm-hmm.
TV over some shit that looked like you shouldn't even have done. I'm gonna say
Okay.
it there,
And
because it
why
looked like
shouldn't he
some.
have done that?
Because nigga, first of all, you know the nigga was gonna crack a joke. Ain't no way you gonna tell me this nigga wasn't going ahead and crack a joke, and you sitting up front, and you
Okay.
and you about to get your first Oscar. You already know he was gonna get an Oscar, nigga. That's why you there. 9 times out of 10, you wouldn't be there if you wasn't about to get no Oscar, and you already
Okay.
know how they feel about the Oscars anyway.
Well, he was nominated. That's why. So he wasn't.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? one hundred
nominated my
percent sure.
ass.
But all right. So first off, let's unpack everything that you just said. He shouldn't have done it. My opinion, he should have because his wife felt uncomfortable. Now,
So he
I'm
is.
okay with the joke. Hold on, listen. I'm okay with the joke as long as it's not a tasteless one. It wasn't really that funny. Hey, Jada, I'm waiting on G.I. Jane 2. Like, first of all, we haven't even talked about G.I. Jane, and I can't tell you how many years. Number
I
two,
mean, but it was somebody that was known, and also, the Oscars are mainly fucking white. So you know how 9 times out of 10, most black people are remaking a lot of Caucasian films or white people films, and we're playing these roles, and then now we're taking over Hollywood. So I think it was a double, maybe triple entendre on the whole play. And she looked like she could play the fucking role. Tell me if I'm wrong.
I don't think so.
Man, get the fuck out of
Mm,
here. Slap on a fucking t-shirt, nigga. You fucking got it. Motherfucker,
Now,
I'm in. That's
here's the thing. Well, here's the thing. Since 2018, Jada has been vocal about her alopecia, which is basically a
you said
disorder.
2010,
Or 2018, she's been vocal.
2018.
Yeah.
I
So
never
so
heard
here's
about
the
it.
thing. Yeah. So 2018. So here's the thing. In 2016, Chris Rock said a joke or whatever to Jada talking about well, actually they said about both the Smiths, and because she was basically boycotting because Will Smith didn't get nominated for Concussion and all of that, and that was such a huge movie and everything, and so he cracked a joke then. Okay, cool. uh, I'm gonna let
Basically,
that
like
slide.
complaining, like you wanted to be in the club, but you can't even get in because you wasn't invited. Some
Exactly,
shit. That was
exactly.
funny. That
It
actually
was funny.
paired. They
Yeah.
wasn't
So
there, and they couldn't. Well, they wasn't invited. Be honest. So how you gonna boycott something that you're not invited to?
exactly. So that's fine. So then 2018, that's when Jada speaks out about her condition and her losing her hair. So yes, she's always rocked a short do, but now we know the reason why she's always rocked a short do. So now that it's known and it's out there, and especially in the celebrity world, when you're in the same circles and things like that, cool. So that happens in 2018. Now we fast forward to 2022. Now, you say something about my wife. I look over at her. She's in discomfort. Well, guess what? I'm going to go up there. And because you've embarrassed me and my wife publicly 2 times, I'm going to reciprocate the energy that I'm going to give back to you in public. All of
And
this we should have went.
all
Yeah,
right, look, all right,
all of this we should
cool.
have went
All
behind
right.
closed doors and everything like that. No, no.
At the end of the day, all right. So look, I just actually said this to somebody too, not too long ago, and I was just like I thought it would have been funnier if he would have accepted his speech and just said and just bit it on him. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Lit his ass up. Gave him a good, nice 10, 15 minutes. And was like, you know what? Hey, that G.I. Jane joke, I ain't like it. You know what I'm saying? And just lit his ass up. That would have been way more hilarious because it's with words. Now you kind of look because you already look like the simp before. So now you want to do this shit on stage and a nice platform where you already know the kickback ain't gonna really be like how it is if it was somewhere else. I mean, I can get it. He wanted to made it live in person, but then stand your ground. Don't apologize to other motherfuckers because you did what you did. You should have stand on that shit. Hey man, niggas talking shit about their mouth, man. I had to smack this nigga, get him right. But you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
You sat up there and apologized and cried like a little bitch. I don't like that shit. Not condoning it. Some sucker shit.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. So, yeah, he did apologize to the Academy. And I will admit that's something that I didn't really care for. Because at the end of the day, after their platform, we all know we've talked about it on this show. One of the greatest black male actors of all time is Will Smith, and so for him to finally be getting an Oscar just shows you again how culturally clueless they are. So I agree with you on that. He shouldn't have apologized to the Academy. But the crying and everything, I'm gonna tell you where that stems from, and you probably don't even know this. So Will actually has a book in his autobiography, and he
Oh yeah,
talks about
saying he
when
was
he
like a
was a
little
child.
sucker.
Yeah, basically saying that he was a sucker and his mother got beat up and he carried that with him for years. And it was to the point where when his father
What
was
this got to
basically
do with
old and
anything? What
decrepit,
this got to do
hold
with
on,
anything?
listen.
Nah,
I'm
nah,
about to
nah, nah,
tell
nah,
you
nah.
right
This
now.
ain't this ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Nah, it is. Let me
Cause
finish.
you know
Let me
why?
finish.
Cause if I come up with a rebuttal and I say some shit like, "Oh, why he slap August Alsina," that's usually the rebuttal. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing, right?
No. So look, here's the thing. At the end of the
I'm
day,
gonna
he
let you
was a
finish
young
though.
man. All right.
I
He
got you.
couldn't protect his household that time. We all know as young black boys growing up, next in line to protect the household after dad, if dad ain't there, who is it? It's the oldest brother. It ain't the sister. It ain't the cousins. It's the oldest brother. So he felt like that he couldn't, and he even said that when he got older and his dad was decrepit and everything, he carried that with him so much that he actually thought about pushing his dad down the steps and killing him. That's how much he held on to basically being a coward when he was younger. So you fast forward to 2022. This
Okay.
is my wife. This is my household. Somebody has now disrespected her. Am I going to be a coward again? No. I'm just going to walk up there and I'm going to slap him. And for your rebuttal about August Alsina, what did August Alsina say that was disrespectful about Jada Pinkett? Did he get on
What
her
you
hair? Did he talk?
mean? No,
Did he
he
just?
didn't. Nigga,
What did he
no,
say?
fuck all that, nigga. He gave him the same hate, the same facial expression, the same fucking humiliation
How? What did he say?
but
How did he
several fucking
humiliate her?
times. But
How did he do that?
several fucking
How did
several
he do
fucking
that?
times. What
How
you
did he do
mean?
that?
Talking about how he had affairs with his wife when supposedly. All right, now let's get this right too as well, because most people are saying that it was a known situation, right? Quote unquote, known situation.
Correct.
But Will has actually said it was not a known situation. So if it wasn't a known situation, and Will said this, then
What do you mean
that
it's not a
doesn't.
known? I don't know. I don't think it was a known situation that they were in the type of relationship that they were in. They've been, here's the thing, they have an open relationship, meaning, hey, you go date this woman, I'm gonna go date this man, things of that nature. But don't catch feelings. That's usually how a lot of open relationships go. You go your way to satisfy your urge, I'm
Right.
gonna go
So he's
mine.
gonna let this man go
But
on
what did he say that was
basically a
disrespectful? We
countryside
still,
tour. What you
what
mean?
did he say
It's not
that
the
was
point of being
disrespectful?
disrespectful, bruh.
No, it is.
Actually,
That's the
this
point.
whole
That's the point.
nigga, it
That
was
is the
like
point.
matter of fact, it was said everything that was said that was disrespectful was the point that he even said anything. That was what was disrespectful.
No,
And then he
no, no. It was
apologized
somebody
several
that was
times in
hurt.
this interview, even saying that he came out and was speaking on James' behalf. So it still was disrespectful. That's how
How's
it was
that
disrespectful.
disrespectful?
Even just putting it out there, putting their marriage in jeopardy and putting her name out there and giving her. Matter of
How is
fact,
that
we
putting
was
the
just talking
how's
about
that
this
putting the
on the show.
but hold on. But my
MT,
thing is this: if Will
what
Smith
you
knows,
were the
how is that
same
putting it out
guy
there?
that was saying she was like runner up for She's in the Streets for the year
That
when
wasn't
this
me.
all happened. That all right, if not you, not specifically those words in that same like that same category.
But my
We
thing is,
all was on the
there.
show when this happened, when
Yeah, but my thing
Entanglements
is
came out with
actually
Rick
no.
Ross, because we did the music review.
Yeah, and you got to go back and listen to it. I said it. Whatever their business is, that's their business at the end of the day.
And
So
then he
it's a
put
difference
that
between
business out
being different.
there, and that's disrespectful within itself. Like he's a little side. Matter of fact, we did speak on that. We was like, yeah, he's a little side dude that just ratted. He could have just stayed all the hush hush. You know what I'm saying? And still be get to the boom
Exactly,
boom.
but still, but guess what? But again, he was more so talking about how he was hurt and everything. Did he call Jada ugly? Did he say her hair was disgusting? Did he
Nah,
say that she?
but did
Okay,
Chris
then.
Rock say that
So,
though?
so
He
yeah,
said
he
it should
talked
just
about
look
her.
like
He
she
called
just
her
look like
GI Jane.
yeah, nigga,
Exactly.
that's fucking hilarious.
No, that's
I just want to
disrespectful.
agree with everybody. Can we get the picture? Can we pull a picture up? Can we not get the comparison picture of them looking like alike? It was pretty much spot on to me. Because at first, I don't know who the fuck G.I. Jane is. But when I looked the picture up, I was like, all right, it's kind of hilarious.
Me personally, I'm gonna just tell you right now. If here's the thing, the fact that you know, okay. So let me tell you. All right. So let's do this then, right? How about
I'm
we do
listening.
this? All right, this is hypothetical. Obviously, we know, you know what I'm saying? Pray right now. Kids is good. Kids is blessed and everything, right?
Of course.
All right. You was just out of town with your daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's say if she actually suffered from, let's say, autism, God forbid, right? Now,
I also agree
your
with that.
inner circle, what? Will was right to stand up for your wife, but how it was done. No, it shouldn't have been
I
done
mean,
privately. You
because,
know
all
why?
right,
Because
behind the
you disrespect publicly. No, if you gonna disrespect publicly, I need to let people know that I retaliated publicly.
bruh, he
It's the
could have went
same way.
backstage and went live. He always go
No,
live. Matter of fact, he could have did it on IG. Matter of fact, I would have liked that even more. Instead
nah,
of going and posting this, hey man, I'm gonna go ahead and
Mm-mm.
do this on
No,
my
I'm
platform.
okay. That's
Hey,
what
bruh,
I'm okay with it being on a major network. I'm okay with it being on a major network so
nah,
the
nah, nah,
entire
nah.
world can
You
see.
just, I mean, look, at the end of the day,
But
it
hold on.
just
Listen, hold on.
doesn't
Listen.
look right and whole. Just think about it.
It
Think
doesn't
about,
look.
and
Why
then
doesn't it look right?
also, wasn't you the same fucking group that when he did make the joke that you wasn't invited, now you're invited, and now you going up stage snapping niggas and shit when you just first getting your
Yeah,
first Oscar?
absolutely. Because at the end of the
Now
day, it's still
you just set
busted. Yeah,
everybody else back about like 15 years. You know what? We can't
we ain't
even
set
bring them
everybody
back.
else back, bro. At the end of the day, it's
We're
always
gonna have to
been
start our own joint
lately.
and get our awards because it's definitely not about
We
to be
should have
there.
been. We should have been doing that.
We
Essence
should have,
Fest.
but I
Yeah,
mean to each his own. I don't know.
yeah. So at the end of the day, like I said, you keep worrying about the validation of that culturally clueless community. They don't care. Samuel L. Jackson finally got an honorary Oscar. You know how many movies Samuel L. Jackson been in? Samuel L. Jackson should have been had an Oscar. if we
There's so many
keeping it a
people that
buck.
should have been had an Oscar, man. But I mean,
Exactly. But at the
we,
end of the day, they don't get it. And why didn't they get it? We
all
know
right. So
why.
let's go back to this. All right. So
All right. All right. So
even
hold on.
with
So
it,
look.
so
So hold on.
we of course we disagree on them being
Of
right. But
course.
we were just about to say, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, so let's say your child or something like that has a condition, right? And I wait, or someone that you know wait until it's a big group of people and they telling jokes, and then they say, hey, you know what I'm saying, what you we're just gonna say Ashley because I don't want to say a real name. So Ashley, hey, you know what I'm saying, you looking kind of slow. You know what I'm saying, what you auditioning for the sequel to that 50 movie or something where he had cancer or something like that? Then what you gonna do? You gonna sit there and say, you know what, you know what, we out here in a public setting, I'm gonna just wait to beat his ass later on? No, you disrespecting my daughter out in public, so I'm gonna publicly whoop your ass. It's just that simple. It's the
I don't
same
think
way with the baby. And the
I'm
people
just
got mad
saying.
at the
You,
baby. Oh, the
I
baby
don't
shouldn't have.
know. I
What's
just
up,
don't.
guys?
Hey, what's going on? How are you?
Not too bad. I'm just enjoying this conversation that y'all are having right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, this is great.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm put it like this. Me
I just
personally,
don't.
I'm
I
just a
just don't
fan of
agree with.
reciprocating the same
Look,
energy.
I get that. I just don't get the setting and the place for that. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
do.
it's just
I do.
it's a
Guess
time
what?
and a
Guess
step
what?
for
You
everything.
disrespect.
And then
Guess
like,
what?
look, it's a lot
Guess
of
what? You
people
didn't do it
that
once.
also
You
ask for
did
this
it twice
action,
at the
right?
Oscars.
Look, this a lot of people that ask for that action. But say if Chris Rock, because he kind of cocked that fist back, and you see it, and he
He should have
wanted to
punched
kind
him.
of bring the
He should
brooklet
have
out of
punched
him,
him.
but he was just like,
He should.
nah,
He should
no,
have did
because
it.
he's going to be the guy that Will Smith on stage at the Oscars.
He wasn't gonna beat no Will Smith. Trust me. I can guarantee you, Chris Rock wasn't gonna
I
beat
don't
no
know.
Will Smith.
I don't know. He might
I
have
will
caught him
bet
off
money
guard.
on that.
I don't think
I
he's
can
playing. I
guarantee
don't
you.
think he's training for a movie right now. He didn't look in like tip top
It
shape.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Those type of, and neither did Chris Rock. Chris Rock
What
ain't
is it?
training for
What is
no
it?
type of
15,
movie.
15 pounds to the chin. I mean, that's all it takes. I
Yeah,
mean, it's
well, guess what?
possible.
Well, guess what? Clearly, and guess what? Chris Rock got slapped. Okay, he didn't even get punched. He got slapped. The
Yeah,
ultimate
that's true.
disrespect. So
I
at the
mean,
end of the
look.
day, if Chris Rock was gonna do
Uh,
something, he could have done it. But go ahead, Vanessa. What was you gonna say? Go ahead,
No,
Raven.
so you know what? I know that I posted. I said in the live chat that I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it should have been done privately. But going back to you, Mike, how you gave that example of like your child that has autism and that you need to stand up for them. You know what? My child has autism, and I've been in that
Uh-huh.
situation, and uh, I've been in that situation where my daughter is having a meltdown and she can't
Uh-huh.
communicate to us what's going on, and she's 6 years old, and people have
Uh-huh.
stared at us. People have stared at my husband and I and are like talking shit about my daughter. And
Uh-huh.
you know what? Now that you've said that, you're like, you know what? I 100% agree with you. Like, no,
Yeah.
like that's
I
just
mean, I
unacceptable.
get you.
It's like,
Okay, so look,
yeah,
if he knew, it's fucked up. Okay, but the
He
joke
did
was
know. That's the
fucking.
thing. They
right,
all, bro.
and
Like,
that's the thing too.
the
Like,
joke,
they have
I
their
don't
point.
think that joke was that extreme for you to be like, oh, nigga, you know, she out here balding and shit.
It
Like,
doesn't,
no,
bro.
But there's also
that's like, all
that
right, look, all right, that's like, okay, okay, I can't see myself. See, autism and that shit is two totally different things. I
It's
can't
not.
really.
but it's
It's
an
not.
It's
It,
two
autoimmune disease.
totally different things.
It could
This all
be
right.
like
So if
someone
I'm
having
not, if
immunity.
correct me if I'm wrong, right?
hold on one
Correct me
second,
if I'm
Juice. Hold
wrong.
on. Go ahead, finish, and then I'll let Vanessa go.
Okay, now correct me if I'm wrong.
Uh-huh.
I have seen her cut her hair and grow it back before. So usually in this stage, when your immunity breaks down parts of your hair, and that's when you start to
Uh-huh.
ball up and they start to come out. So you can
Okay.
build your immunity back up and regrow it. Hence, which is probably what the shortcut came in at, right? So
Okay.
this is just my thoughts, right?
Uh-huh.
Now this is my opinion. Now, when you grow that shit back and then she started rocking the braids and shit, I don't know. The joke may age. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But
It's not gonna.
with him
It's
knowing
not
it,
gonna age
it's
well.
just like, yeah, I don't know. Like at the end of the day, I just don't think it was like that serious. Like I just don't see even me, if that was me, and I would look, I'm like, man, this nigga is playing with me. I'm not about to walk literally on stage in front of everybody. Like, take time out my day. Once I know I'm about to, get an achievement, I could have did that on my own time. I just don't. I'm just saying I wouldn't put myself and my
Let me
family
ask
at
you
that
this.
pasture.
Let me ask you this. Did it stop him from getting the award? Did it stop him from giving a
Exactly.
speech?
It'll probably be his last one though. I
Who
guarantee you that.
cares? Who cares? Let me tell you something. Will Smith, and then I'm 11 minutes to go. Will Smith, as I told you in the group text, his net worth for right, and this just was disclosed, is $350 million. If Will Smith
That's
decided today,
great.
you know what? Hold on, listen. If Will Smith decided today, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to shoot another movie. I don't want to produce another show.
All
Hollywood
right,
can
look,
kiss my
all
ass.
that's
I don't want to
fine.
work
But
anymore.
look, long
He
as
doesn't
Jada,
have to.
long
Yeah.
as Jada don't come out and say some dumbass shit or do some dumbass shit on this some red table talk and throw this
Oh
man
no!
under the
Oh
bus
no! Oh
again,
no! 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 No!
I don't want
No!
to hear
No!
nothing from y'all people defending this shit. Okay? Oh,
All
he
right,
defended his wife, and then she gonna
he
come out
did.
and be like, "Look, hey, well, look, Tupac would have go in and snatched them up." Like, come on, bro. Like, or
Man, that's the
I
other level to
know
Tupac. But go ahead, Vanessa.
I
No,
don't.
so
Go ahead.
like I understand that you're saying that like in the example autism is different than alopecia because alopecia is an autoimmune disease. I have an autoimmune disease. I've gotten looks. I've been degraded for my diabetes. And it's humiliating. It is damn humiliating.
Uh-huh.
And when it comes and you know what, my diabetes people won't know about that unless I
Uh-huh.
tell them because it's autoimmune, it's internal. And
Uh-huh.
so personally, I like yeah, I said it out loud right now, but like personally, if I'm going out with friends, I don't tell my friends unless they've known me and know about it
Uh-huh.
because I get looked at. I get oh what are you doing? Why are you giving yourself a shot? Is that drugs? Ha 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 ha. That's the stupidest fucking joke. And you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is drugs. So what? It's a hormone that I have to take. But people have called me a druggie. People have called me an addict.
Oh, that's fucked
Uh,
up. Nah, I mean,
Yeah.
cause like, all right,
people like,
But
and
look.
that's what I mean. It's humiliating to be degraded and
Mm-hmm.
embarrassed in front of in front of people in general. It doesn't even matter if it's peers, if it's random people that you see on the street. It's humiliating. And
Pretty much.
there have been times that I've stood up for myself. There have been times that my husband has stood up for me. Not
Mm-hmm.
physically because, it's
Yeah.
never been that far, but I've been like I've told people off. I've told people to fuck off. You don't know me.
Yeah.
My
but
husband
did you
has said that
slap
to me.
somebody?
And
Have you
guess what?
slapped?
And guess what?
Have
But
you
hold on, no,
slapped
no, no,
somebody?
no. What she just said that she didn't get physical, but she's had to be verbal. You know
I've
what I'm
had to
saying?
be
But verbal,
verbally
yeah.
Yeah, of course, because people
verbally
are fucking
Confrontation.
ignorant. I mean, that's just with
and that's
common
exactly it.
society.
People are
Like,
ignorant. It doesn't matter like what it is. People are
Mm-hmm.
ignorant and if you want to joke about it, I joke about my diabetes because I can. And if
yeah, I'm
I
about to
know
say
my
that
husband
because
is
I
with me,
know my
if my
my
friends
one of
are
my
listening
close
with
friends
me and I'm
does.
like, yeah, whatever. Like you eat that sugar, you'll have diabetes, blah, blah, blah. But we've built that relationship. But to
Mm-hmm.
be publicly humiliated like that, it's depressing. It's degrading. It's
Yeah.
All
And,
fucked
right,
up
so
beyond belief.
let's
and
bring
hold on.
that back.
I
All right.
understand
Hold on.
why.
Hold on.
Relationship. You made a great factor on that relationship part.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that joke was probably suitable? Because, like I said, I still stand on that she did look like G.I. Jane. After I seen the picture, I really need to post that up because it's
But
pretty
here's
spot
the
on.
thing, though.
But
But here's the thing, though.
they have a
But hold
close
on. But
relationship
here's what you
at
get.
the end of the day. Like, whole
But here's
time,
what you're getting
like you
confused,
said,
though.
like if you have a close relationship, I'm sure that you knew something was going to come towards you.
But guess what? I know, but guess what? But I'll add something on to what you just said. So because I have a close relationship, I know how you may
When
feel
to do
about
that,
certain
when to
things.
joke about it.
Exactly.
There
And
is a
so at the
time and a
end, of,
place. And something like that public with
yeah,
people that are around you that don't know you.
All right,
That's
so
exactly.
I'm gonna
wrong for me.
say
Yeah,
I'm
and that's
not going to
millions of people
justify.
around the
I'm gonna
world
say
looking.
I'm not going to
Exactly.
justify the slap, and you're not going to justify the joke, and we can come to agreements that way.
No, like I told
Because
you,
like I
at the
don't.
end of it. You can't
I
control
don't
how
know.
people react though. That's just like, guess
That's
what?
crazy.
If you're
But all right,
hold
so
on,
look,
listen,
his
hold
reaction
on, listen.
was
Let
a
me just say this.
laughter first. It's like the camera cut and like Jada just gave him a nod, was like, yeah, go handle this. And like he reacted like a little pit
Guess
bull or
what?
something.
And guess what? And guess what? And sometimes that's just how marriage is. Okay? Plain and
Oh,
simple.
that's
You don't get to
crazy.
dictate it. That's how
Mhm.
marriage is. Trust me. Vanessa can tell you. I'm sure you've given your husband a look at times where it's like, hey, honey, I ain't rocking with this one. And then he
It's
said, you know,
very much, especially like if and you know what? I've done it to him. My husband has an autoimmune disease. I have an autoimmune disease. We've done it. We've joked about it to each other. But if he gives me a look, I know to shut the fuck up. Same with him.
exactly.
If I give him a look, or if I just shake my head, my husband knows when to shut the fuck
Exactly.
up. And
Exactly.
it's not a verbal thing because we have been together for a while. We have picked up on each other's cues, and well,
Hmm.
even just not even my husband, my sisters. I have four
Hmm.
sisters, and you know what? I'm the only one that has an autoimmune disease. That's something that
Yep.
has to be taken care of all the time. My sisters know what to look for if my blood sugars get too high, if they get too low. They know how to take care of me, but we also joke about it. But there is a time and a place when I can
Hmm.
just look at them and they know when to shut the fuck up.
Pretty much.
Yep.
And that's all it is. And you can't control how someone is going to react. The only thing that you can control is what comes out of your mouth. And like I told you, because you even said it in the group message, like, oh, if it was Dave, it wouldn't have went down like that. First of all, I don't even think Dave would have said that joke. Dave would have had something about Ukraine, Russia, or the LGBTQ plus or something like that. He would have had a joke about that. Jada wouldn't even have came up. And the thing is, yeah, Will is being nominated and everything for an award. But Jada, I mean, other than the whole August Alsina thing, Jada's been pretty much out of
He's
the
been pretty
whole
chill
scene. Yeah,
a
she's
lot.
been
Yeah.
chill. So my thing is, why even continue to
Not
make jokes?
really.
I
Nah,
let
she
you get
she
away
kind of
with it.
nah, she kind of been up because like I ain't gonna lie to you, it was like every good 2 months she was coming up
But
saying
when was the
something that
last time?
was.
But when was
But
the
the
last time
last
that you?
time,
When was the last time you logged on to Twitter and saw Jada Pinkett Smith trending? Truthfully.
Exactly.
probably like right before Christmas. It's been a
Okay.
minute.
So
I don't think
Oh,
this
it
year
was.
exactly.
she
That's what
been
I'm
low
saying.
this year.
That's what I'm saying. She has done nothing in 2022. So for you to go out your way and
Was
make a
it?
joke about her,
Mm.
I let it. Here's the thing. I let it slide in 2016. I let it slide.
How you gonna
Yeah,
let it slide? You wasn't there.
it doesn't matter. Listen, do you not understand that the
How
same way
many
that
jokes
you and I
people make when
hold on,
people ain't
listen,
there?
hold on, listen.
I
Let me
don't, I
just
don't
say
get
this.
it. Nah.
Hold on. The reason why I say he let it slide is because
All
this.
right, if you
Just
bringing
like,
up
hold
old
on.
shit, then
No,
like he
this is
should
what
have
I'm trying
still
to tell
kept
you.
that
Zeus,
same
Zeus,
energy. That's what I'm
Zeus.
saying.
I know, Zeus,
For
Zeus. This is
anything
what I'm
else,
trying to tell you.
for anybody else that played with him, that made him mad.
I get that.
And it's
But
not
this
even.
is what I'm
I'm
trying to
not even
tell
gonna
you.
say August either.
Zeus,
I'm gonna say
Zeus.
all the rappers like 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody that clowned him. Like, bruh, that nigga was a fucking human meme, bruh. You know how many memes they made of that man? Like, I
That's
think
right.
that's why
And
he
guess what?
smacked Chris Rock for real. He was just pent up with a lot of aggression. He was
But
just like,
guess
you know
what?
what? I'm gonna take
Again,
it out on you.
so
You gonna be
again,
that guy, so that way I can get redemption
and again, I let you get away with it in
with
2016,
this
and
some
I'm going to
sucker
answer
shit.
your question. But hold on, I'm going to answer your question. The reason why, and who knows, because again, like you and I, regular people, how me and you can somehow we can end up in Tyson's Corner Mall together and things like that. These celebrities, they hang out in the same areas. So who knows? They could have talked it out, whatever else from 2016 to now, and then you're
Bruh,
gonna go back on stage again on the
they got a
biggest
picture with
platform.
them walking in talking. So
Exactly. So my thing is this: why the joke?
So
That's the
if that's the
question.
thing, and that's the
because it
thing
was
too,
funny.
is that if there
I
are
mean, I
pictures
don't
of
know.
them
I'm
walking
just
in
saying.
together, this could have been completely blindsided. Which, what's your reaction going
Yeah.
to be? And you being
Yeah.
cool one moment and is like, hey man, what's going on? Let's walk into this Academy Awards show together, the biggest
Mm-hmm.
stage for all Hollywood stars, and then 2 seconds later,
I could
you're
see
not
I
gonna
can
give me
see if it was
you're not
somebody
gonna
I didn't
like I
know. Like I
Yeah.
could completely didn't know. But this is like the hypothetical that you said. Like if I was in that person's shoes, I, I, and I know you, like I'm not gonna walk up and smack you in front of everybody. I'll probably get at you later. It's gonna be personal,
But
but
but here's the thing though. But that's you. But guess
that's
what?
it's just crazy. I
Nowadays
don't know.
in
I just don't
2022,
see it.
no.
Like,
In 2022, no. Because guess what? At the end of the day, you know another reason why Will did that? Two reasons. Number one, he don't need validation from anybody that he's one of the greatest actors of all time. Number two, he got the money to bail himself out of jail any damn way. That's all that is. The only reason
well, he
why
didn't press
here's the
charges anyway, so
exactly he didn't. But I'm just saying if he did, and so for you to say that, hey, oh, well, maybe I would have waited later on. Yeah, that's because you may can't afford the outcome of having to deal with the law. Will Smith can. Will
That's
Smith
true.
can literally. Yeah, what do you need me to do? Oh, he need me to pay for therapy for him for 6 months? That's fine. I'll write the check. He need me to pay for his hospital visit? That's fine. I'll write the check, and it won't
You
even
need me
hurt
to
him.
pay for your dry cleaning bill, whatever it is.
all right.
That's
So
exactly
Yeah,
what
everybody, so niggas above the law now, huh?
it's not about being above the law, but we've
Nah,
seen it
this you
time and
just
time
said. I
again
mean,
from
I'm
start.
listening. You
It's
just
not
saying,
about
yeah,
being
man,
above the law.
you
It's being able
you
to
can't afford it.
afford the
I can afford
consequences.
the consequence.
Exactly.
I mean,
You can
nigga,
afford the
the
consequences.
consequences, I guess, but that shit is stupid. Like you just put yourself back in the fucking pitfall that you got yourself out of. Think
What
about it.
pitfall? What
What you
pitfall?
mean? He was just already spinning. He was talking about it. The whole August shit, nigga. He was going through a lot of shit. Nigga, he was fucked up. Like he stopped being on social media and everything.
Yeah, but then and then guess
So
what?
now you
He
about to
came.
go right back into that shit.
So, and it's for defending his wife. Look, at the end of the day, guess what?
Bye.
He lays next to Jada. That's his wife. That's who he decided to have children with. That's who he decided to marry. That's what they deal with at their home. So why should he care about what people think? How many times have we talked about on this show? Guess what? Me personally, I think Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time to ever play in the NFL. Do you know it's fools that will still try to get on here and say that he's not, and Peyton
All
Manning
right.
is
So
better,
if
and
you don't give a
this
fuck
or
about,
Aaron
all
Rodgers
right,
is
all
better, and
right, all
all of
right.
that?
Look,
Why
listen.
care about it?
If you don't give a fuck about what people think, why the fuck would you have an image? Then
What
you
do you
might as
mean?
well
What
just be the nigga. Like, think about it. Like, what is your image? Like, you got to maintain the image. You got to maintain your audience. You know what I'm saying? So you
he
got to give
has,
a fuck more about
and
what
what
people
he's
think.
pretty much, and
So
guess what?
this
And what he's
not
pretty
giving
much
a fuck
said.
what people think. I mean, if you keep
Mhm.
that attitude, I mean, like, I don't think you'll maintain your audience. You making not give a fuck what they are because you made it to where you are now. That's cool. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You made it
but
successful.
And guess what?
But
also
it's just
this
But people don't evolve
like,
over
I don't
time.
know.
People don't
I
evolve
guess,
over
man.
time.
I don't know, but it's just I don't know. It just
and
seems
going with
weird to
that
me.
whole image talk, this just proves that he cares more about his family than his image.
Mm.
He cares more
Well,
And
about
guess
his
what?
wife,
that I can agree
kids.
on. I never knock that anybody protecting their family or however they feel about their family. That's their
Because
emotions.
it,
You know what I'm saying?
because think
I just
about it.
don't agree on with the whole time and the setting.
But like think about it. Say a white guy did this. A white guy went up and smacked another white guy on the face at the Academy Awards, right?
It probably
It
would
would
have played the same way.
they would have praised him. They would have been like, "Oh, this guy's so great," standing up for his
Mhm.
wife, blah blah blah. But because
I
he's
doubt it.
white,
I don't know.
They
I
would
Think
have.
kind of
so?
have a feeling that they would, because
I don't think
Hollywood is
so.
very very whitewashed. It still is whitewashed, even though the Oscars are being more diversified. Whatever,
Mhm.
the Academy Awards are still very whitewashed. And
Yep.
so, if it were a white guy that did this, he would have been praised and he would have been offered his next movie role literally 20 minutes later. But now, with Will Smith not being a white guy, with being a black man, a successful black man, he has to worry about. Mike, like you said, granted, if he wants to retire from acting, he can do it.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
successful musical artist too. He has something else to fall back on. But
I'm about to
Yep.
say he got his
that
own
moment,
And
studios and
how?
all that shit.
Yeah.
exactly
And
that
how
this
many
moment in
times?
time, like
Go ahead.
it's very it's very rare and also very what's the word I'm thinking? Like very awestruck that at that precise moment in time he was like, "Fuck my career, I'm gonna defend my wife."
Yeah.
Hey, it
No,
was very
I
ballsy
mean,
move,
hey,
but
I mean, it was
I
very
don't know.
ballsy, but he did what
I
he had
just
to
don't
do.
think it seeks redemption for whatever the fuck he did to stand
Listen,
up.
I'm okay with it.
It just don't it
You
just look goofy.
disrespecting me publicly, I'm going to return it publicly. It's just like, guess what? It's just like when everybody was getting on, just real quick, the baby saying, hey, he shouldn't have did Danny Lee brother like that. Danny Lee brother was on podcasts, on his own social media, disrespecting the baby, saying it's
So
on
you
site.
telling
I'm gonna
me
f
it's
you
just
up,
like
everything like that. So guess what? Since you telling everybody like that out in public, I'm gonna whoop your ass in public because you told me it's on site. So that means wherever I find you, if it's at the McDonald's, if it's at the farmer's market, if it's on 95 and you got a flat tire, if I see you
I see I'm a
because you
pullover.
said that it's on site, I'm going to beat your ass. I'm going to give you the four horseman treatment that they used to give Dusty Rhodes.
since you
It's
mentioned
on site.
that shit was still gay. Cause whole time it was like five niggas slipping on the lane and shit, nigga. I don't know what type of tricking ass shit they
They don't,
was on,
honestly,
but that
honestly,
shit
they
was a
should have
little
beat his ass
suspect.
more. They should have beat his ass more.
These
Is what they should
these
have done. They
these
should have put him in
guys,
the
I
hospital.
don't know, man.
But again, you disrespect me because guess what? Because here's the thing: the fact that the
All right,
disrespect happened publicly, we all know that social media is going to take that and run with it. And let's say Will did take it your route, and they talked backstage, and then Chris came out later on and said, "You know what? I said some things early. I apologize and all that." Do you think that clip would have surfaced on social media? No, not really. It wouldn't have gone viral the way the slap did. I
I
could tell
think
you
so.
that much right now. It wouldn't have.
I ain't even gonna lie to you.
It
Like I
wouldn't have.
said,
People wouldn't have cared.
he should have fired his ass up. You should have gave him couple of lines. That should have been fucking hilarious.
No,
And
put it like
yeah,
this. You know what that
and then
also
went
was for?
backstage
No, do you know what that
and
also
give
was
him
for?
that.
That was
Hey,
for everybody else.
smack him on the chin real quick. Hey,
Nah,
next time.
you know what that slap was for as well. It was for
Good boy.
Chris Rock, and it was for any other comedians who want to go out there and try to say something. Guess what? If I see you in public and you say something about my wife, that's it. Plain and simple. So now and guess what? I guarantee you more comedians and more people would tread lightly now. Of course you're gonna have small podcasts and stuff like that, like us talking about. But do I think that actual celebrities and stuff like that can actually run into Will Smith? Do I think that they're gonna be making jokes about Jada and everything? Hell to the no, because they know what they're gonna have to deal with. That's
You're
it.
absolutely right.
Oh man.
No,
Yeah,
you're
trust
right.
me. Yeah, they brought out the West Philly and what's the name? And honestly, Chris Rock, he might want to
He
smooth
got
this
it.
out because he's supposed to be going
Nah.
on tour with Kevin Hart. And guess what? Philly sticks together. So if Will make the call to Kevin and say, "Hey, why don't you go ahead on tour by yourself?"
Hey,
Then guess what? Chris Rock ass will be going on tour by himself. He will be
Yep.
continuing the tour that he's already on. Chris Rock got a solo tour, and then he got a group one coming up with Kevin Hart. Kevin may say, "You know what? This may be bad publicity. I'm okay. I'm gonna do this by
nah,
myself." And
that's
we know
true.
Kevin
Well,
Hart
maybe
gonna
I
bad
sell
agree
out
with that.
publicity and maybe
regardless.
bad sales. We're not going to make as much money. Sorry, dude. You got to sit this one out. That's exactly
Exactly.
what's going to happen. That's
Yeah.
exactly what's going to happen. Yeah.
But that's
I
it.
doubt
That's
it.
all I got for the
Nah,
people.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Chris Rock better come with the jokes. Jada better be the goddamn punchline. He better have a Will and Jada joke as the punchline as a closer as soon as
And
he
he better
closes the
be ready
show.
for whatever's gonna come
Yep.
afterwards.
That's
But
cool. He gonna be
yeah,
ready. He ain't like this ain't gonna be the Oscars. I'm trying to tell you, he gonna come back with a
okay,
vengeance.
that's fine. And I hope he's ready, and I hope he got security with him, or he took some boxing lessons.
And Jada is gonna fly out
Exactly.
next for the next 2 years, and Will
Hmm.
gonna be by himself, and he's gonna be depressed, and he's gonna write another book and call it.
Okay. All
That would
right.
be
Well,
interesting.
exactly. Mr. Jones, feel better, my brother. You can go ahead and shut us down. I'm MT signing off.
You know what it is, just the truth, and also what is.
Yeah, guys. Thanks for having me back. It's
Thank you.
Vanessa signing off. Thanks, guys.